Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us.
And with a moment here before we get to the tip-off, here are tonight's starting lineups. Now here's Collier. The screen by Collier. And Courtney Williams, here we go. The shot's good.
And we're close to reaching the 30th season of the WNBA. What a milestone.
And the stability we currently have, it's just so important. The league is in a great place. Plus, guys, it's continuing to grow.
Yeah, the W is on very solid ground. And as you said, Tim, I think we just keep getting bigger.
Now here's Collier. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Vandersloot outside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Tough two from Vandersloot. The one mixing it up down low.
Collier outside. Another miss by Napheesa Collier.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Now here is Atkins.
Picked by Reese.
5 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Outside Atkins. The three is up. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the three.
Pass to McBride. From past the arc, cans it from downtown.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride has really taken on that alpha personality type.
Now here's Cardoso.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Collier with it.
Reese defending.
Screen by Smith. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Here's Carlton. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Pass to Cardoso.
Down low.
Reese.
Napheesa Collier with some nice D.
You know, some players struggle with the transition from college to pros, but not Napheesa Collier.
I mean, her rookie year was ridiculous. She led the league in minutes. She was an all-star as a rookie. Remember, Collier won a national championship in college, so she was used to the spotlight. She's coming to the league as an all-star level player, and we've seen her just improve.
Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. The rebound by Courtney Williams.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense has taken a big chance leaving her open behind the arc, and I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Now here is Atkins. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Vandersloot outside. Chicago again missing.
Wide open misses like that can be confidence shakers.
Outside Williams. Smith outside. Inside. Collier. Poked loose.
And nice D from Angel Reese.
Chicago trailing here. Pass to Vandersloot. Back to Nurse.
Now Reese.
From deep, Ariel Atkins seats the three-pointer.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the three ball.
Pass to McBride. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good.
Now it's Reese. Cardoso with it.
Here's Atkins. Vandersloot outside. Back to Atkins. Here's Cardoso. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Pass to Carlton. The The screen by Collier. Carlton gets the bucket.
I mean, the only explanation is someone must have gotten their signals crossed if she winds up that wide open in three-point range. Now, I'm sure that was not the plan.
Now here's Vandersloot.
Picked by Reese.
Here's Nurse. The second chance effort, and the bank shot is good.
It's good seeing Nurse capitalize inside. These types of shots help get her into a groove.
Smith outside. To the inside.
Collier inside.
Defended by Atkins. And here we go, the sky fast break.
Reese, no good.
Minnesota trailing.
Collier inside.
Defended by Atkins.
And the basket by Collier.
Uses every bit of her strength to overpower the defense. Collier does not fear contact.
Pass to Nurse.
Cardoso. Screen by Cardoso.
From deep, Ariel Atkins. That shot is no good, and she's 1 for 3 from the floor. Williams with it. Vandersloot defending. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
I hope he didn't think Collier would be intimidated by a little contact. She shows some real toughness inside.
2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts them up. It's a 1-point game now.
And the talent in this league just keeps getting better. And this year's rookie class, whew, it is special.
It is so exciting to see this rookie class. Obviously, Caitlin Clark is the headliner. She comes into this league with massive expectations.
Yeah, and the depth of this class is just unreal. So many potential stars in the first round. I cannot wait to see their careers unfold.
Now here's Atkins.
And Carlton pulls it down.
Just stay closer. I mean, really, that's all the defender had to do there.
Vandersloot with it. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Picked by Reese.
Pass to Atkins. Drains the three-pointer.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
Carlton, defended by Atkins. Here's Smith. That 3 off the mark. On offense, here the Sky. Trailing by 2.
Pass to Reese.
Atkins,
Picked by Reese.
just 5 on the clock. Now Vandersloot shoots it up. And it's good off the back rim and in. And that'll tie this game up.
If Vandersloot gets a look she likes, he lets it rip. I love her quick decision making.
To the paint.
Collier. That's Angel Reese with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
So they take the lead.
Great ball movement from Ariel Atkins, showing a willingness to get her teammates involved.
Here's Heidemann. Vandersloot defending. Smith right side. Down low. Carlton gets the bucket.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Now here's Vandersloot. She has 6.
Pass to Reese.
Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well done to finish that one off.
Well, back in the early 2010s, the Lynx went on one of the best runs we've ever seen.
And forget, WNBA, we're talking one of the best runs in American pro sports history. From 2011 to 2017, 4 titles, 6 final appearances, sustained excellence we haven't seen since.
Now here's Vandersloot.
Picked by Reese.
From deep, Ariel Atkins. Good on the 3-point shot.
Wow, she has come into this game with her long-range game looking great. She could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Here's Carlton. She has 7. Screen by Smith. Here's Carlton. Defended by Atkins. Carlton, shot is off. Pass to Vandersloot. Kicks it out to Reese. Cardoso, covered by Smith. Offensive board. And here's Carlton. Outside Williams. Here's Collier. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Sky out in front, up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And off we go. A close game now entering the second quarter. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Really putting in the work on the offensive glass.
They've set the tone here early with the hustle.
Banham. And Peely pulls it down. The Lynx trailing. Now Miller. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Yeah, late reaction from the defense. She's always going to convert that.
Williams sets the screen. No good from outside.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
On offense, here in the Sky. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Lets it go for 14. And once again off the mark by Chicago. McBride outside. There's the triple. That's basket number 2 with her 3rd shot. Off to a fast 2 for 3. The Sky trail. Pass to Allen. Nurse with it. Now Allen. McBride covering. Here's the break. The shot is good, and so is her shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
The teardrop is one of those, oh no, oh yes, shots.
Here's Banham. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. To end the run! Rebound by the Lynx. Pass to Miller. Now Shepard. Now here's McBride. She's covered by Allen. Here's Heidemann. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Chicago now. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Williams sets the screen. Now here's Allen. McBride covering. Top of the key. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. The Lynx with the lead. Outside Miller. Pass to McBride. And here's Shepard. She's guarded by Williams. Outside Miller. Gets it to go from downtown.
This is a shot that Miller is still developing, but it looked pretty smooth that time.
Timeout called the Sky. And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Williams inside. McBride covering. And once again off the mark by Chicago. Pass to Smith. And she converts the layup.
A player who can get creative offensively. Let's just say Smith knows what to do inside.
Here's Allen. She's tightly guarded. That shot missing. Courtney Williams with the defensive effort. Down it goes, her third basket. She's now 3 for 4.
An intimidating interior presence. Smith uses her toughness to get her way down low.
Allen lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Pass to Smith. Williams. Here's the 3. Can't get it to fall, and she's missed her second after making her first. Here's Allen. McBride covering. Now here's Jefferson. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Smith outside. Pass to Shepard. And here's Heidemann. Here's Shepard. McBride up top. Shoots over Allen. McBride misses.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
So many tremendous players in this league. Who do you think gets overlooked?
Well, it might be weird to call a former MVP underrated, but Nneka Ogwumike has been playing at a high level for a very long time, and I think she deserves more recognition.
And I'll take Kelsey Mitchell. For years, she was carrying that Indiana team by herself offensively. Now, she's certainly got a lot more help.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And here are the Lynx now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. With the step back. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Elizabeth Williams. And this is her second trip to the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good. Here's Atkins. That one falls.
A great assist by Angel Reese.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Outside Williams. Pass to McBride. That's good, and that's her 4th basket of the game. She's a strong 4 for 6.
The catalyst of the team, McBride is dependent on for buckets, and I'll tell you, she usually delivers.
And that one's good. Atkins.
Oh, I think she owes the three-pointer dinner. It's been her best friend today, no question.
Well, it has been today anyway. I mean, look, most of her points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Now here's McBride. She's got 10. And she comes up with the deuce.
Off the court, McBride is lighthearted, but she's a killer on the court. Basketball is everything to her.
Here's Allen. Pass to Vandersloot.
Cardoso.
Vandersloot. She's guarded by Williams. And here's Carlton. Outside Williams. Now here's Collier. On the wing, Kayla McBride. She's got 12. She drains it in as the shot clock ticks down.
She is definitely making her presence felt here in the first half, shooting it so efficiently.
Well, who doesn't love a guard who can be prolific while also being efficient? That's what Kayla McBride does. She makes very few bad plays.
Well, it starts with great shot selection, right? She makes the smart pass rather than the flashy one. She keeps the turnovers to a minimum, and she's someone you trust to read the floor and make good choices.
Now here's Williams. Here's Carlton. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Pass to Smith. Clock at 6. Collier. And she can't extend the lead to double digits. Nurse into the lane. Can't hit that one. The Lynx leading. Here's Carlton. And again, no good by Minnesota. Pass to Vandersloot. Nurse outside. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
A very nice rhythm to her shot. Nurse is not someone you want to start hitting threes. They can come in bunches when she gets going.
Pass to Williams. Here's Carlton. It's good from long range.
She draws so much attention. Williams can find others for easy buckets. Good dish.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now here's Nurse. Screen by Cardoso. Pass to Atkins. And again, it's the sky from deep.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Smith. She's got 6. Here's Collier. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Ariel Atkins. Reese on the left. Out to Atkins. No good on the 3.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Check out the speed on Collier's drive. Darts inside and gets her a shot quickly.
Nurse outside. Off target with the 3. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Pass to Carlton. Smith with it. Now Shepard from deep. And it's Angel Reese with the rebound. Atkins with it. Collier's there. Out to Nurse. Back to Atkins. And that one's going against Cardoso. That is her first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for Minnesota. Number 44, Carly Samuelson.
And here's Carlton. Pass to Collier. Over Reese. That is one fantastic buzzer beater.
Hit that shot just like it was nothing. Just another day at the office.
What a cool customer that is coming through in the clutch.
And that does it for the first half of play. The Lynx on top. They're up by 9. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you. And the third quarter about to get underway here. One of the stories here, Atkins getting it done today.
Her decision-making simply flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from her in the first half. She wasn't forcing anything.
Yeah, but I think here in the second half, they may want her to be a little more assertive and start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Pass to Williams. Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier picking up the assist.
You know, she might be 5'8", but Williams has tons of different ways to finish at the hoop. Hard to stop.
Pick by Reese. Vandersloot outside. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Right outside. Fires from deep. It falls for her 7th bucket of the contest. She's 7 for 9 today.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Pass to Vandersloot. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And here's Cardoso. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. And how about Chicago in that 24 drafts, taking Angel Reese 7th overall?
We're talking about a player who averaged a double-double her last 3 years in college. But maybe most importantly for the Sky, Reese brings attitude, leadership, and gives them an identity.
The ability to catch and shoot comes down to quick decision making. And I think Collier has a pretty good grasp of that.
Here's Vandersloot. And it's Collier with the rebound.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Takes the three. Chicago with the rebound. Pass to Vandersloot. Reese. Nurse outside.
Picked by Reese.
Here's Vandersloot. 5 on the clock.
Cardoso, covered by Smith. Cardoso can't get it to go.
The Lynx leading. And even 3-on-3 break. Carlton's shot is off. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Atkins. Now Vandersloot from deep.
It's hauled in by Smith.
Up top, Williams. Collier outside. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
A legitimate threat from beyond the arc. Collier feels comfortable trying her luck whenever she's given the chance.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. Shot from the inbound. Reese gets the bucket.
For that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Pass to Williams. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
Never scared to go down low, even at 5'8". Williams has guts. She'll take it right to the hoop.
And so she hits both.
And when you talk about winning, historically, the Lynx are up there with any team in the WNBA.
Absolutely. You look at their 4 titles, which is tied for the most in league history. Then you see they have the 3rd best winning percentage of all time. I mean, this is a franchise that consistently has been in the hunt over the years.
Another long-range bomb for her. Her three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead down.
Definitely. As long as she keeps burying them, they might as well keep going back to the well.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
Nurse with the bucket.
Right back at you. Tia Nurse, so competitive, won national championships in college, was going to respond in kind.
Back to Collier. Over Reese. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Her ability is matched only by her energy, guys. She's usually in the middle of everything for them.
Back to Vandersloot. Pass to Atkins. Reese. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's outside. Off target from 3-point range. For 3, Nafisa Collier. Chicago with the rebound. Vandersloot outside. Atkins up top. Pass to Nurse. Back to Atkins. Misses the 3. Collier with it. She's picked up by Reese. And here's McBride. Back to Collier. Williams. Jacks up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arcs.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Pass to Nurse. Vandersloot with it, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Foolish play. I mean, she's got to be thinking out there.
Which she clearly isn't at this moment. Or maybe she was thinking, just not about basketball.
McBride outside. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
I love how McBride is unafraid of making mistakes, and she really just plays her game and then will live with the results.
Now here's Onion Wade. She's guarded by Shepard.
Shot to stop the drought.
They get it back.
Pass to Banham. And the three ball is good.
Good job there. That's the definition of the inside-outside game.
Now Shepard.
Covered by Cardoso.
Now here's McBride. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Here's Banham.
Back to Reese. Pass to Onion Wade. Picked by Reese. Now here's Onion Wade. Covered by Collier.
Here's Banham. From outside, off the mark. Here's Williams. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Oh, if you want to be a scoring guard like Williams, it helps tremendously when you can hit mid-range jumpers.
Picked by Reese.
Pass to Banham for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick out the pass and get the assist.
Now Williams. And here's Smith. Right outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
She's up to her usual trick, shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
Now here's Onion Wade.
Defense is right there.
Pass to Cardoso.
Lays it up and banks it in. Here's Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. Williams can't get it to go.
Now here's Onion Wade. Covered by Collier.
Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call.
Big blunder there. That could cost them.
And a terrible time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
And here are the Lynx now. They lead by 14. Nafisa Collier draws the double team. Here's Heidemann.
She's covered by Jefferson.
Collier, that's good.
Looking real comfortable attacking around the rim. If you give Collier the rock anywhere near the basket, she's not going to disappoint.
Up top, Jefferson. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Boneheaded play, guys. Plain and simple.
And mistakes like that are going to make it very hard for them to get out of this hole.
And that's part of the reason why they're in this hole.
Pass to Collier. Shepard the screen. And it's Collier missing. Jefferson outside. Banham. Williams the screen. Banham drops one in from the wing.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
To the inside. And that one's good. Heidemann.
And you got to give credit to Collier for the find. Her 6'2" height allows her to have a clean view of the court. Doesn't miss open teammates.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
Here's Collier. No good with the layup. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. So the Lynx now. It's a 14-point game. Outside Miller. Pass to Heidemann. Shot clock at 5. That one falls.
Letitia Heidemann.
Here's Chicago now. Jefferson outside. Pass to Allen. The 3 ball. And Peely pulls it down.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Now here's McBride. Yes, and it's Diamond Miller picking up that assist.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Now here's Shepard. Defense right on her. Now Heidemann. Shepard the screen. Pass to McBride. Offline with the 3. Here's Banham. McBride covering. Now Williams. Over Shepard. Williams can't get it to go. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Misses from close range. Now here's Allen. Miller defending. Williams the screen. Inside. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
What movement from Williams. She's dangerous in the pick and roll going to the hoop.
Pass to McBride. Gets a 3-pointer to fall.
She's made the most of her chances, hasn't she? She needs to keep on working to get these good looks.
Here's Allen. Miller grabs the miss.
You try to double clutch it like that, and a lot of times you only 1.5 it.
Over to the wing. Heidemann. No good with the triple. Here's Chicago now. Here's Banham. Pass to Allen. Launches a 3. That one doesn't drop. Shepard with it. Heidemann. She's covered by Jefferson. Here's Shepard. Shoots over Williams. Shepard, good.
Slashing her way inside. I really like to see Shepard go in strong and get the whistle.
Back to Jefferson. Right side, Williams. Pass to Jefferson. There's the steal. And here's McBride. Onion Wade covering. Now Heidemann. Diamond Miller for 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
Since the start of the 4th, Brian, that 3-point shot has really been there for them.
Yeah, doing an excellent job, Tim, of finding the open teammate on the perimeter this quarter. The 3-pointer is a major weapon for them right now. What handles? She broke the defense down to the ground with that move.
Pass to McBride. To the inside. Shepard, good.
A team-oriented leader with a passion for making others better. McBride is simply a fantastic teammate.
Now Banham. Pass to Jefferson. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, you might not think of her as a true ace from 3-point range, but the shot was there for her.
Outside Miller. And here's McBride. Shepard the screen. 6 on the shot clock. McBride misses. Pass to Jefferson. Launches it. And again, it's the sky from deep.
Well, Jefferson does not take a ton of shots from downtown, but she does hit at a solid clip.
It's good.
Oh, man, she is so good at making those lead passes.
Here's Banham. Williams. She's guarded by Shepard. Pass to Banham. Over McBride. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Shepard can't get it to go. Jefferson outside. And it's Chicago with another.
Goodness gracious. Jefferson deep into her back.
Minnesota calls a timeout.
And, Tim, talk about an immediate impact. Michaela Onyenwere earning Rookie of the Year honors back in 2021.
Yeah, winning it for the Liberty back in 2021. However, she was traded away before the 23 season when the Liberty were looking for some cap space to build that final super team. But Michaela's done a great job taking that in stride and continuing to play at a high level.
And Williams gets it to go.
A natural scorer, Williams has a bunch of dribble moves she can unleash.
Pass to Cardoso. Now here's Nurse.
Pick by Reese.
And there's the 3-second violation.
She's not doing them any favors making those kind of errors.
Especially now with every possession being a critical one for them at this point.
Just the worst time for it to happen.
Pass to McBride. Back to Collier. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is on target.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
Reese with it. Covered by Collier.
Pick by Reese.
Pass to Vandersloot. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kia Nurse.
Yeah, I knew Vandersloot wouldn't let that three go. She's too competitive not to fire back.
Courtney Williams for three.
And it's Angel Reese with the rebound.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
And Ariel Atkins picks up the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play. Cut her off, squared up, nice play.
Yeah, not showing some toughness on defense. Getting physical, sticking her nose in there, and making a play.
Back to Collier. Over Reese. Collier can't get it to go. Now here's Vandersloot. Covered by Smith. Nurse with it. Left side Atkins. Over McBride. The wing jumper off target. Now here's Collier. Smith outside. Williams. 6 to shoot. Pass to Carlton. Buries the long-range jumper.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Outside Atkins. Fires for three. Good on the triple.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
The screen by Collier. Here's Carlton. And the shot no good, a bit short. Vandersloot outside. Double team on Courtney Vandersloot. From deep, Ariel Atkins.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Carlton will not make it. She's failed to score in 6 of her 11 tries from the field. Pass to Vandersloot. Outside Atkins. For three, Kia Nurse. Not gonna go that time. Now the Lynx with it. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. McBride, defended by Atkins. Nafisa Collier on the wing. Shoots the three, drops in the tray.
Well, you know, she's just going to keep bearing those. If that's how the D is going to play her, they've got to be better, got to be closer in.
Here's Vandersloot. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next. It's going to be on Nafisa Collier.
Well, Vandersloot's coaches have to appreciate the confidence she instills in her teammates. She's a playmaker in just about every sense of the word.
Outside Miller. Shepard the screen. From the arc. The shot by Collier, no good. So we see the Lynx taking the W here. And this one was all over